where is most of the money? Where y'all think most of the money is?
Bro, imagine somebody come up and trying to tell you that you can do better. My brother dead. My cousin dead.
That creates a vision of what I think success is.
Listen to this. The church ain't gonna look too much different from the strip club in the corner.
Trying to climb up, but then it's like in a system that's not designed for us to climb up in.
Yeah, boy.
Welcome to another episode of Real Talks. We're still in the month of February, so it's Black History Edition. Today we're here with To Each His Own, the creators of To Each His Own. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Man, we To Each His Own. I got Kam and Seth with me. Cole couldn't make it, man. But yeah, bro, y'all check out our channel at To Each His Own, the SKP podcast on YouTube. We also on Apple Music and Spotify. Y'all go check us out, man.
All right. So this is part 2 of the conversation that we started on their channel. So make sure y'all go ahead and check out part 1 before y'all happen over here to part 2. But we're going to keep the conversation going. Kam, you was talking about
the OGs and the youth,
and
man.
The guys. Mm-hmm.
Look, man, you OGs, boy. Y'all old, y'all. I was listening to YB and Corey talk, and he was just explaining the difference between an old head and an OG.
Mm-hmm.
Now, OG, man, is someone who puts you up on game, and instead of just talking down, he's actually doing something to help. We got old heads who come through. You young bloods, y'all don't know that. Y'all don't know this. Y'all don't know that. Y'all can't do this. Y'all can't do that. Man, if you can't do something, show us. Like, don't just hold nuts, And then the stuff y'all do show us is BS.
Yep.
And what I tell hey man, look, I was saying this in the last video. I said, look, man, don't come to me or any of your peers who are a little bit older than you, know what I'm saying? You 14, 15, and you see the 20-year-olds, the 19-year-olds, just because they look cool and stuff now, don't come to us seeking information, the real game. And I'm just gonna be honest, bro. The stuff we gonna give you, it's not essential for the most part. I'm just being real. It ain't gonna be just this essential, something you just also need to hear, bro. Man, we putting you on how to do regular, smegular old BS, man. We ain't just giving you the also keys to life. We're not. So
you talking about people our age, like
yeah, and a little bit older, man. We ain't got nothing
figured out. We ain't got it figured out.
Yeah. We ain't got to figure out ourselves how we gonna give information down. We still going through life ourselves,
Like I said, man, we can tell you how knock these little nappy headed chicken heads off. Other than that, man, it ain't too much we can tell you, bro. Right. And 9 times, and a lot of us, bro, we're looking cool now. For some of, it ain't gonna be for me, but for some, in a few years, bro, you're gonna be effed up.
Right. Hey, on the last episode, on part 1, you was talking about how, and a lot of people don't have their dad in their life. They're either in jail or they're just, not in their life.
He's just not there.
Yeah. Right. So, what do those people do? Who they need to reach out to as a role model?
Damn.
Life itself.
I check this out, bro. So you got a choice. You coming to a crossroads, bro.
Right.
There are a lot of especially the black kids. Do I want to do what's best for me, or do I want to be accepted? Because a lot of kids don't want to be called lame. A lot of kids don't want to be called, nerd. A lot of kids don't want to be John. And I'm glad that type of culture is starting to fade out a little bit, but it's still prevalent. So,
and it's
you gotta understand, you got no dad. That takes a lot of the guidance aspect out your life. So you just really a fish out to sea, essentially. So you don't know what am I looking for. You just know what the world tell you. You know what I'm saying, as a man, or what your mama and them telling you what is a man or family. Right. So you got duality of good and bad, and right and wrong. So you could be doing wrong things for a good cause, right?
That's
so
right.
You gotta understand. Do I want to be a whatever? You gotta understand. You're gonna have to look up to either teachers or, like Kam was saying, these OGs.
This one I said.
And I'm gonna introduce to y'all something that, you know what I'm saying. It was something that I heard. Somebody said it, but a lot of people look for mentors and father figures and things like that, and like TV shows or movies, or you know what I'm saying. Like I remember J. Cole. Y'all probably heard it before, but J. Cole said, "First thing first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil."
Yeah,
for real. You the only father that ever. I mean, he grew up watching Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and that was his father figure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's the I guess that's the side how that can be a good thing. You know, that can promote good things.
That's true.
Man, what I was finna say, like I said this earlier, but I don't think y'all heard me. I said, man, you need a influence or role model. Look at life itself. And what I mean by that, bro, literally look at life itself, bro. By the time you get to a certain age, bro, and you notice yourself making these same mistakes, you're constantly doing wrong. You're in and out of jail. You're doing these things, right?
Yeah.
And when you're doing these things, bro, you're doing this because of a lack of guidance, and you're missing love, and you're looking for love and acceptance. And this is one thing why I never, me being afraid of street dudes. No, man, these are dudes who, man, you give them a hug, they get their act together. You give them a hug, they get their act together. But what I'm gonna say right here, man. You look at life and you keep doing these, you falling down the same traps. You gotta look like, man, bro, I'm doing something wrong, bro.
Right.
And you figure out what that is, and you look at the people who are doing right. They're doing the opposite of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, they doing the opposite. So it's up to you at the end of the day. You
just said life is
and another thing it's like, it ain't about what you do, it's how you doing it, bro.
Right.
And you out here doing wrong, and you moving like a crash dummy.
Yeah.
You don't gotta move. You don't gotta move like crap. You don't gotta, everything. Yeah. Everything don't gotta be for the internet. Everything don't gotta be just, this cycle of foolishness, man. It's people who out there in the streets who are actually making money. They're not just toting a gun or shooting a gun just to shoot a gun and just so I can be known as a man. Man, make some money. Put yourself in a better position.
You said life, pretty much life is, the best teacher, like you said. But like we were saying in the last video, or, we was pretty much talking about how the system is designed, for us to like go be in the bottom. So like, how does that work? Like trying to climb up, but then it's like in a system that's not designed for us to climb up in.
Yeah. So going back to what we were talking about, the original point of this whole conversation are the chains are Black people still figuratively and literally in bondage.
Yeah.
So from what you just said, those are some of the strongest. Them are some of the strongest strongholds that we got on the Black community, that because their mind is trapped. They don't know anything other than that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got people growing up that's been in that, say, 5-mile radius. They've never left that, and they've been alive for 30 years.
Yeah, it's a lot.
People
gotta learn how to travel.
So, but I'm saying they don't have the money to. They can't never have them resources. And then you bring in drugs, and then you bring in violence, and then you after that money issues, and then you got health issues. Like hard. And I'm not really even sure how to attack that, because once the person does something for so long, their mind is so ingrained. Either they're gonna have to go to therapy, or it's just never gonna change.
So, and this is what I'm gonna say about that. If I'm a kid, I'm into that situation that you just explained, and I have somebody like a Seth to come and sit me down and explain to me what I'm partaking in, and for some reason what Seth says, it clicks, and I become aware of the situation I'm in.
Yeah.
I decide I don't want to be in that situation anymore.
You're right.
And then I go out and I have that hunger to seek that knowledge to get out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And what I just described is, you know what I'm saying? That's a very, from what I understand, that's a small percentage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't many people that's going to, for one, have the presence of mind or the awareness to know that I'm a product of, you know what I'm saying? I'm a product, and not want to be a product anymore, to not want to be a statistic anymore, to decide that I want to do something different, like.
Yeah. But so, like you just said, if you was a kid and you met someone like Seth, to like put you on the right path or whatever. But what, like, even though a lot of people get older, they look at life different and they want to, help the next generation. But what if you do run into somebody older that does have a lot of wisdom, but like in a negative aspect, that's trying to, make you this, like,
see this.
I'm gonna listen to what he say. And I'm gonna go
listen to
hard
what
at
he
whatever he
say.
said. Exactly. Right, that's true.
And so that's why I was saying that's the hardest thing to break right there. That's why I said that's the hardest thing to break.
Check this out. Well, you got them type of old heads who, their wisdom, bro. It's not really wisdom if they telling these folks to do some negative. Now, you putting a young dude on how to make money in the hood, and we talking about making money in the hood. We not talking about regular. We talking about making money in the hood. That's wisdom. That's knowledge. But man, you telling this young dude to pick up a gun and do this and do that, bro. That ain't wisdom. That's just you telling a young kid to do something you want to do.
Out.
Yeah.
And
usually for personal gain.
Right.
Y'all ever watch Power by any chance, y'all?
Yeah, I watched
it.
So Tariq, he started off good, like by being like, but after the whole cheating thing happened,
circumstances,
he ended up meeting Kanan, and then he ended up going on the path he is on now. So like in that situation, it's not like he didn't have he didn't start off in a good place, but things can change over time. So like
you also got to add life into stuff like what you were saying. You got to realize, bro, while all this nonsense of foolishness is going on around and people dealing with their own situations, whether it be anger, whether it be their girl cheating on them, their boyfriend cheating on them, whether it be a mama, dad passing away, whether it be their mama, dad hooked on drugs, whether it be their sister in an abusive relationship. Like, people have circumstances in life that make them say, I'm either never gonna experience this no more, and I'm not gonna ever be in this again in my life, or man, this just is what it is, bro. I'm gonna throw my hands up. This is just what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
So you gotta start understanding, like, it's hard to reach them type of people because A, they don't know any better. B, they're surrounded by negativity. So you are what you know what I'm saying? You are what you're around. If you're surrounded by negativity, it's gonna be hard, like Corey said, for that generation or that child to say, man, it's better than this. It's more to life than this, because they simply just don't know. They think this is what life is.
Like, let's say for the example I use, bro, imagine somebody come up and trying to tell you that you can do better. My brother dead, my cousin dead, my dad dead. What you gonna tell me? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, what can you possibly tell me?
What can you do?
I'm not trying to hear that, bro.
Like, it takes a special person.
It takes a special person to have that
special
awareness and be
person,
like,
bro.
damn, like, you right, bro. You know what I'm saying?
And so this is what we gotta do, but this is what it's time to do, though. We have to get in the communities and clean communities up. Clean them up. I'm not just talking about get rid of the criminals. No, we need to go in there and infrastructure, you got to clean it up. Parks and playground, get these kids something to do so they're not just outside doing nothing.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
So I gotta
give parents these and give parents some initiative. Like, I know you got Section 8, I know you got SNAP EBT, but these parents need some substantial income. And it don't need to be coming from the government neither. It need to be coming from people that have money. And the folks that have money need to come in and say, look, bro, some got to give. If not for yourself, at least for your kids, bro.
Hey, check this out. Let me answer y'all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the Black community, where is most of the money? Where y'all think most of the money is?
Depending on what type of black community you talking about. What black community?
Man, we talking about the we talking about the you know what we talking about, dog. We know what we talking about, dog. We talking about in the city. We round the corner from the hood. We got the chicken spot on the corner. We got church up there.
Drug dealing.
Scamming.
Drug dealing.
Drug dealing, yeah.
And scamming.
Scamming, yeah. Drug dealing, scamming.
You said
folks giving that money to the church. I said the church. Folks giving that money to the church. And
you probably not, you might not be wrong, bro. You might not.
And check this out. Yeah. Just imagine if them pastors in the church, so they know they making money.
Yeah.
Create some real jobs in that church. Create some jobs in that church.
They got the dude playing the tambourine. They got the, people singing. They pay the guy that, what I'm saying. They pay them every Sunday.
So the people could go in the church. So people could go in the church butt dancing. Come on, dog.
Man, look, bro. I was just getting Kam. I was gonna get to that point. Kam beat me to it, bro. The church, that's the epicenter. Right. Where change start. Because you gotta understand, people don't take Jesus seriously because they don't know no better, right? Like that's really the key. Because of Jesus' spirit, he's talking about love, grace, joy, and peace. And them, that's the fruit of the spirit, but people don't know, right? Yeah. So we have this supernatural entity, Jesus, that love us, but nobody knows that because we don't even teach that. What we teach is the 10 Commandments. You better not sin. And Lil Ron, you know you wrong for singing them drugs. And Lil Kathy, you know you too young to be having sex. And we judge. Yeah. Versus teaching, look, no, we talking about love. We talking about grace. We talking about joy. We talking about how the Lord can come in and change your life. If that was the case, Black people wouldn't even be where they were today because they're getting the truth. But because you got these essentially crooks in a pulpit, and the folks could care less, they really could care less about what such and such is doing with their life. That's where the stuff starts at. It starts in the church. It starts with that.
It does. I agree with that. It starts
because that's real truth. Like that's where you understand that everything is spiritual. All the stuff we fighting is, you know what I'm saying, it's good versus evil. You got demonic spirits here trying to take us down. Like that's where it started. That's real truth. And some people don't even have any idea. They think the devil not even real. They think that everything out here just happening because it has happened. No, everything got a principle behind it.
Right.
Greed, jealousy, envy, anger. All of those have spirits behind it, just like joy, happiness, peace, love. Everything got a spirit behind it. But imagine how many people don't know that across America. And it's the church's job to be teaching them that. And they don't do it. What most churches do, get up there and put on a show. People ain't even really reading the Bible. They not reading the Bible. I don't know about you, AB, but I know me, Kam, Corey, experiencing. They're not even reading the Bible in church.
This is what they do, bro. This is what they do.
All right.
And they
have
an
butt
offering.
dancing in the church.
They got an offering. Yeah. At the beginning of the service, they got a second offering in the middle of the service, and they're gonna have that third offering on
that tithe at the end, bro.
And half of that service gonna be folks hollering and screaming and praising the Lord, bro. It ain't gonna be no knowledge being spread. It ain't gonna be no Bible, because that's what Christianity is, your relationship with God, bro. It's not who can do backflips and turn, you know what I'm saying, and do somersaults and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's about you getting into the word, bro, and knowledge, bro. Knowledge, and wisdom, bro. And that comes from reading, bro. That comes from reading, and that also does come from listening.
Come from relationship.
But it comes from relationship, like Seth said. Yeah.
So, let me say something real quick. So, like, what I was gonna say, like, for one, I didn't didn't grow up in a Christian home, but like, I do see where you're coming from, Seth. You know, like just having that spiritual connection, even, if it wasn't. Like if it's not, it don't have to be the same, I guess, but like just having that spiritual connection with who you feel like. But like I do have a question though. When it goes back to the system, like religion in general, do y'all feel like that was something that was put to like also for control? Because if you go back, like
yeah,
you know,
I get what you're saying, and this you gotta understand, like this is the type of the relationship I'm gonna make it.
Because I'm not saying like you know it's not good to like look up to a higher power or nothing like that. You know, I ain't trying to slander no religion.
They use it to manipulate people. I get exactly what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But
I think in the form that white people use the concept of what religion was to, you know what I'm saying, keep black people, you know.
Yeah.
And
I think we can't deny it because it happened. But this is how I want to break it down. Okay. let's bring it to a simple perspective, something we all can understand, okay? When you're talking about, let's say, a chef and what he cooks, right? If a chef make chicken and I don't know what chicken tastes like, the only thing I'm gonna know what chicken tastes like is what the chef made. And the chef could have given me something that wasn't even chicken for real. You see what I'm saying? He could have gave me a pork.
That's true.
So this is what I say. Just because somebody told you this is what it was, that doesn't mean that it was that. That's why you have to go and read the Bible for yourself. Because if you just listen to what somebody else tells you that it says, you're going to automatically follow like a lamb to the slaughter. And slaves were not able to do that, but guess what? We are. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I get what you're saying when you're saying that the Bible was used to manipulate, because it was, but that doesn't mean that it's not a good thing. That doesn't mean that they don't have truth and knowledge and wisdom in it. That just means that people in a higher position used it for evil instead of good. That's all that is. So if that's gonna be your reason for not tapping into more learning, then bro, you limiting yourself hugely. You see what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying.
And I know it's hard for some people to see it like that, because the white people did use the Bible to you know what I'm saying, trick and deceive. But like I said though, like if a chef cook you good chicken and it tastes good and you know what chicken tastes like, you can be like, okay, yeah, this is good chicken. But if you don't have never had chicken in your life, they could feed you beef, they could feed you pork, they could feed you any other thing that's not chicken, you would take it for chicken. See what I'm saying? So at this point in time, we have to say, okay.
But even not only with Christianity, that's what, like, you know.
Yeah, with every religion. Exactly. Yeah, that's true.
You know, but I do get what you're saying though. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
and this is my thing. Like,
that is a way to bring people together.
Yeah, it's a way to bring people together, and it's like when you have understanding. Like, a lot of people don't understand how, you know what I'm saying. They don't understand how the world works. So a lot of people be lost.
Yeah.
And I know in Christianity specifically, like, people want to call it a religion. It's really not a religion. Like, but I'm not gonna get into that in this episode because it's not enough time to get in there. When you talk about Christianity specifically, it's all about relationship with God, love. Bro. It's all about peace. It's all about joy. Versus you look at a religion like Buddhism. I gotta get on I gotta do the 7 things to get to enlightenment. I gotta do all these things to reach nirvana. You look at the Nation of Islam. I gotta practice the 5 pillars. I gotta do all this type of stuff before I can, you know what I'm saying, be made good. Versus Christianity, just accept Christ, you've been made righteous, period. But that's not what they teach. You see what I'm saying? That's not what's taught. That might be something new to you, Amun. You probably didn't even know that was the truth. Like, they want to teach you gotta not cuss, you gotta not steal, you gotta not do this, then the third, but God love you. When in reality, it's just Jesus died for our sins. Just accept Him. Do you think Jesus died for you? Yes, you're right. You've been made righteous. And then from that point on, you got to start renewing your mind and start looking at things for what it really is. Because a lot of people be deceived and they don't know what truth is. Same thing is going on in the Black community. Black folks just deceived. They can't see the bigger picture. And from the deception comes anger, jealousy, envy, strife, broken households. And it's a big system that's just continued to go on and on and on and on and on, because we have no understanding that this is not the truth. We just think, oh, it's life, it is what it is. Which leads to kid, what Corey was saying, my brother just died, bro. I ain't trying to hear nothing about no positivity. Man, I don't even know my dad. I ain't trying to hear nothing about no positivity, bro. I'm just finna just, whatever I do, I'm gonna just do it, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you bring the church to that and give people knowledge and understanding, that problem, for the most part, goes out of the window. But I mean,
like, let me tell you. Let me tell you something about that church, man. Because look, you know, you go to the church, you got 3 offerings. Yep. You got the usher standing there, coming through bruising you. Hey man, you gonna give me that money? You're gonna get you some fine women up in the church.
Yeah, the church be crooked, bro.
And they gonna tell you, praise the Lord, hallelujah. Right. Y'all, and put a nasty little voice behind it and get the butt dancing and shaking and twerking and doing this, that, and the third.
Look, check this out. You don't pay that offering? Man, I ain't gonna say you gonna go to hell if you don't pay offering, but shoot, you might want to pay that offering and get up there.
Yeah, you gonna get some nasty looks at the church, bro. Nasty.
You know, the whole what you got to get 10% thing. You bet, you know, and you realize, you know, your time spent in the church, you lost more than you gained.
Yeah.
In a lot of churches. I'm just being real.
That's true.
You feel me? But
that's church. That's not Christianity. You know, that's church.
The church, they pick and
church
choose.
And Christianity, 2 different things. Church is where people gather. Christianity.
If you take church, like, cause you got brought up just, you know, black people needing a spot to, you know, congregate to and like, you know, make plans for the future and stuff like that. Yeah. So like, is that something like, you know, outside of, I guess, like outside of religion, like what would that look like, you know?
Church, I mean, church can be, it could be us in this Zoom call right here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Church. We have a church right now, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to
congregate the meeting.
Check this out.
But do you think that's something that people can get to? Like, because right now, what I'm trying to get to is like, religion is something that holds people together in a sense. So like, but if you take that out, do you think like, you know, we could still meet common ground?
I mean, look at the black community now. How many people really practicing in religion?
Every black person in America, you know, is a Christian.
That's what I'm saying. How many a lot of black folks not even practicing Christianity.
But most black people in America, they consider themselves, you know, Christians.
To be Christians.
Yeah, most do, but not all, you know.
Not all.
But and that's because, like Seth said, they don't have the knowledge of what it means to be a Christian, bro. They don't have the knowledge of
taking like, you know, like religion out of the
whole picture.
Yeah.
You got places like City Hall, my house. It's just a want to. If you want to do it, you're gonna find a way. Period.
Yeah, because
we can meet by the damn dumpster.
That's what I'm trying to get. Because like,
are you saying without the actual building?
Yeah, without a like, where can we go? Meet and
come over to the crib, bro.
Exactly,
call me up, bro. We can sit up. You know what I'm saying? We can read through these verses, bro. We can learn something together, bro. And instead of, and we can be doing that instead of doing something we ain't got no.
Oh no, I'm trying to say, like, you know how, like church in the black community is a place where people go not only you know, to, you know, like read the Bible and stuff.
Oh, so you saying if you take out religion from the
religion, period?
Yeah,
man,
and we just talk
about like say what you were gonna say, and I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna put my
the church ain't gonna look. Listen to this. The church ain't gonna look too much different from the strip club in the corner.
No, I'm saying like Seth was saying, you know, you said like City Hall and stuff, like those are places where, you know,
the house.
You know, big white folks get together and they meet, they, you know, they
like I said, Amun,
listen,
if a person wants to do, hold on, Kam, a person wants to do something, if a group of people want to do something, it's gonna get done. Period. That's just human nature. But that want to not there.
Do y'all think we're like, as a community, we'll move towards that?
I mean, some folks it's going on. Like it's not going on. It's happening. It's not on a major scale.
Yeah.
More folks would rather get together and drink and smoke weed than talk about something real.
That's what I'm saying. Like you say religion on the church is gonna look like what's going on your neighborhood corner. But when the point, the reason I brought up the church is like, man, create some opportunities into your church. You know, the church is the rest haven for you comfortable old heads who live 40, 50 years. You got your good job. But you ain't did nothing for the young boy. Who needs you? He needs you. You know what I'm saying? You tell your kids, you go to college, you get your good job. You need to get your job. You ain't gonna be in my house. You ain't gonna be in here. You get out, you ain't gonna be in here. That's what they telling you. You ain't gonna be in here. You get home.
Bro.
Look, let me tell you something,
Kam
bro.
West, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, man. And you didn't, you got your good job. Okay, Jamal. Yeah, boss. I got a good job. Okay. Man, what you did for your son, bro, other than, just let him, you know what I'm saying, took care of him and gave him a place to stay for 18 or however many years, bro. Actually give him something and actually tell him and teach him, just give him something to work with, man. For real. Other than what any parent could say, do good at school, go to college, get a good job, find a house, get out my house, get your own car.
Yeah.
And this is what happens, bro, with kids. We get these degrees and we don't have a job because they're hiring the Jamals of the world who's 40 and this is and he got this job and he making 110, 120. They're hiring someone from India who that's who they're hiring. So it's like and y'all old is y'all making it hard for the youngest, which I mean if I'm hiring somebody, of course I'm gonna hire someone older. That's what it is. But the older dudes, they're not gonna try to make an opportunity for the young folk because it's gonna hurt them. It's not gonna hurt. It just makes competition.
Yeah.
I mean, man, dude, when you look at, you know what I'm saying, like when we really dissect into these topics, bro, you feel me? And we look at what Black folks doing for they people and doing for their own, bro. It ain't that much.
It
ain't that much because it's a whole bunch of room for opportunities, and those opportunities aren't being made. I play AAU, man. My old AAU team, Georgia Man Up. You feel me? After we got done playing, my coach, when it's time, hey man, we need you training. We need you this. We paying you for it. That's an opportunity, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? That my pops and my uncle, came, old folks, they in these positions to make an opportunity. They made none. Or this is what they do.
Oh man.
They get to this certain age and they start up that business. They start up that business, this family business. And they know it's gonna mess it up. Instead of giving it to that young and older, they withhold information from you. So it's a y'all in this specifically, man. But as far as the Shackles,
that's what
are they truly off bus?
That's what I was going to say. So
I mean, yes and no. I think at this point, the real Shackles that were on us, you know what I'm saying, we overcame those, because legally it's just they're not in place anymore.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying, legally they're not in place no more. But the Shackles we have on ourselves right now, we didn't actually put ourselves in handcuffs and and did it like that. Why like this?
Hey,
that's
what you getting ready to say, Amun?
All right, so I was going to say, in the part one, I had said this too, like, if you control the way a man think, then you can control their actions. So pretty much, like he just said, like the Shackles being released is like a yes and a no, because yes, we was released. We don't have like actual shackles on us, but that's like years and years of like recovery, to really get to the mindset that we should be at, as a Black community. Not
Right.
And that involves, freaking language. Well, yeah, I guess you can say like language, beliefs, values, and customs. All of that plays a role in like getting to that point where we should be as a Black community. And
you gotta understand too, Amun, you have to realize what Black people are being fed all the time. When I step out of the house, what am I really looking at as a Black man? What I'm really looking at, what I'm really giving my attention to.
Yeah.
The first start with the music. We've kind of cleaned it up, but for generations we've been listening to music about Black people killing Black people.
That's
about
true.
glorifying the street life, about glorifying drugs because of the money it's gonna give you. See what I'm saying? And now you know what that creates? That creates a vision of what I think success is. So now you got all these Black boys, especially trying to live up to that vision of success, being a quote unquote real man.
Yeah.
So now you got kids ready to crash out, ready to really do whatever it takes to reach that level. So you have to understand, when that's in your head and that's in your music 24/7, and then you add other people on top of that, competition. You got girls, and for girls you got boys. Now you got to hold up. I'm the bigger macho man. I can pipe as many girls as I want to, and I got all this money, and I'm emotionless. I don't got no feelings. I can do whatever I want to anybody. When that's the mainstream thought in a lot of people in your community, especially young people,
yeah,
you nothing good is gonna come from that ever, because it ain't nothing but division and butting heads. If we get that rule about the Black community, that changes the entire scape of what we can reach.
I feel you.
We're not trying to rematch an image. We're not trying to be known as this. We're not trying to do that. We just want what's best for us. So you know what that takes out? Selfishness. Take out the ego. Everybody, let's come together and do what we need to do for good.
I feel you.
But as long as you got that perpetuated through your psyche, that I gotta win, I gotta do this, and I gotta do all this extra stuff to have the money, to have the drugs, to have the girls, to have whatever I want in life, it's going to always be an issue in the Black community. Always.
Corey, you want to add anything else?
Man, Seth hit the nail on the head, bro. It starts with what you surround yourself with, what you consume with your ears, what you consume with your eyes. And like you said, the music, the TV, you on social media all the time, bro. You ain't gonna pump yourself up with nothing but garbage, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think the church is a big thing, bro. It needs to be addressed.
Church need to do their job.
Yeah.
I feel like
turn it back over to you, though.
For one, I feel like part 1 and part 2 of these conversations were, great. I feel like a lot of gems were dropped in both sessions or whatever. I do appreciate you guys coming out. Doing the podcast.
No problem, man. No problem.
Thank you for having us, brother.
Thanks for having us, bro.
And then
anytime, bro.
Amun came up with this topic, so y'all think Amun like Amun.
Yeah, bro, he did.
With this topic, and we got some great stuff out there.
We're gonna have some more topics coming too.
Yeah,
definitely.
Y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to Each His Own podcast. What does SK? I just want to know, what does SK?
Keep profit, bro.
Keep profit, man.
I just had to know. But y'all make sure y'all subscribe to their channel on YouTube. Follow them on Instagram, Twitter. Did I miss one? Y'all got a Facebook?
Nah, that's it.
We don't got no Facebook.
All right, make sure y'all subscribe to my channel as well and follow me on Instagram.
Sure.
Let's see, TikTok, all of that. Once again, appreciate y'all tuning in. And
Thank you, sir. Salute.